3, 2. Good evening, guys. We are live here at Hallam Mill for our 4th year anniversary. So we are doing a investigation here. We have Dave, we have Sam, and Sam's sister Tash, filling in for Stacey. Stacey's not feeling too well, so she's our honorary Stacey tonight. We have Stu.
What's up?
And we have myself, the glorious me. So, what we're doing this session, guys, we're using seance.
So we'll be using this seance to communicate with somebody who wants to be in the room, but hopefully...
Oh, that's you, Tash. You've just got them.
Hopefully to communicate with the dolls that you can see.
Do you want to take over with your steady hands?
If we get any responses, we'll keep the light on. Otherwise, we will probably turn the light off. It's just so that you can initially see the 4 dolls. We have dolls. Do you have any names, Sam, for the dolls?
No.
This one on the box is called Olivia. This one's called Michelle. We haven't got a name for this one. Have we got a name for?
No, we've not done anything. I'm just nickel the name.
The Pocahontas style one.
So, you have it. Okay.
Oh, no.
That's the Pocahontas style one.
Okay, so
We
okay,
have
so
Michelle, who's the ballerina. Olivia in the tartan. And then we have this one down here, which is the bride.
Yep.
Although every time I take out the bride, I do get a really strong sense of energy. But
okay.
she hasn't really, when we have worked with her, we've sensed the energy, but we've not really got any communication just yet.
No.
So obviously you, Stu and Dave.
Okay, so if I can ask you all once again to close your eyes. Clear your mind of any thoughts. And once more, we call upon the archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, and our loved ones, our spirit guides, and spirit guardians. Call upon them to allow any spirits in, even the negative ones, but by spirit law, any of those negative ones can come through and speak, but they can't harm us in any way. And again, I do this by spirit law. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. If you clear your minds, keep your eyes closed. Clear your minds of any thoughts. Imagine yourself floating in a dark void. As you float, you feel relaxed. Any tensions, stress, just flow out of you. And as you float, I want you to imagine you're surrounded by a golden light. This light protects you with love, light, warmth and respect. Those negative spirits will not be able to harm you, but they can communicate. The golden light is a beacon to attract any spirit who wishes to come and communicate, or any spirit that may be linked to the dolls in the room. Open your eyes. Okay, while we're doing that, that was going off, as well as the cat ball over there.
Let's just move that one, just move it over by the table. Might want to turn it on and off again.
Yeah. Okay, so we ask that any spirits that are in the room, they wish to come forward. Any of the spirits linked to the dolls surrounding the table, looking at one another. You've all found a new home. Some of you stay elsewhere. Okay, so there's one of you that wishes to communicate. Okay, is there a spirit in the room that wishes to communicate with us? No. Are you one of the 4 dolls around the table? Okay. You're leaning, so are you the one that, what's this one called? Olivia.
Olivia, yeah.
Are you the spirit called? Okay, so Olivia, do you wish to communicate? The doll that's called Olivia, do you wish to communicate with us? Thank you. Are you a spirit that okay, so that's just answered the question. So you're a spirit that is attached to the doll, is that correct? Yeah. Thank you. Can you confirm, are you called Olivia? Okay. Do you have another name? That's both. Just to communicate, just to confirm, you have another name. You're not called Olivia.
Can't use the cases because we are live.
Yeah, we can just ignore them for the moment. Okay, so you're not called Olivia. Are you... Are you... Okay. So you're female? Yes? Okay, so female. Are you... Let me just answer the question. Are you... You're a young... You're a young spirit. Okay. When you say that you're young, are you below the age of 20?
It's interesting how the Magnavox and the candle
They're
flame
going
are.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So you're below the age of 20, which is cool. Are you below 1, 2, 3? Can you carry on? 4. Carry on. Are you 4? 5? No, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Carry on. Are you 8, 9? Are you 9? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you're 16. Yes.
Candle's going mad.
Yeah, so 16.
Bear in mind, guys, the candle is in a contained
And,
box.
we may have to try the age again just because you like to see
Yeah.
the flames going.
You
So
want
it's that
to-
they're both in and going crazy at the same
Do you
time.
want to turn
So
it
we'll
off
just
and
reset
reset
it.
Yeah.
Just to get confirmation on the aim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because as that's going crazy, so is that.
Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to just keep going.
No.
No.
Obviously, it's mimicking the flame.
Do you want to take it out there and do the reset?
And that way, then we can try again asking. Because it obviously they like it.
We know it's age, below the age of
We're trying to see
20.
that we know for definite. It was just the other. It kept doing like we've seen with Elliot in the others where when they get really excited, it just keeps going and going.
and the candle itself
It's
is
mimicking the same.
the candle itself is contained. There is no way that any of us can manipulate the flame.
Another one's.
That was
And
yours.
we're in a room
that's
where
true.
the
So-
only route, there's no light or
It's just
anything.
gone off over here.
Yeah, we've just had one in here go off as well.
So
But it's got blue out here.
So blow out there.
that's
and one.
somebody else.
That's going off as well again now. Getting this one going.
Yeah, well, blue
That
out
one's
there.
gone, didn't it?
Okay.
And this one again.
Okay,
Okay, this is interesting.
so can we confirm, are you 16? So you're age 16.
I'm in the way now. I'll move over here.
Okay. So just to confirm, we know that you seem to like, you're 16. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the letters of the alphabet. Okay, I know you're understanding, thank you. I'll start with a letter and then we'll move down. So is the first letter of your name first letter of your name A? No. Second letter, is it B? Looking for the first letter, is it C? Is it D? D. Okay. So the first letter is D. Okay, I'm going to ask for the second letter. I know you understand. Did you just tell me your name? Someone's just whispered in my ear.
She's still looking. The bride.
She's looking that way. Because she was facing that way, wasn't she?
No, I moved her. So
Oh,
she
you
was
moved
not
it.
gonna
Right,
be
okay.
Now I've got a feeling that she's not
Maybe
100%.
anybody else hear that out there?
I heard voices outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the
Yeah,
voice.
it's not the voice, it was
No. The side.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking,
That's
John?
why it was male. That's why.
I just feel like
Older
it's.
man.
She's upset about something.
Definitely male.
She's turning her back. When I look at her, she's more.
Yeah, the
the
bride.
bride.
We're speaking to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she wants to get her 2 pence in as well, which is probably why. It was
We'll
her thing,
come
so
to
I
you
could-
in just a minute,
I can. I'll try.
bride lady.
I'll turn around after.
Thank you. She understands. Yeah, we'll right, okay. So, the doll that's called Olivia is the second letter is A. So it's D-A. Can I just confirm the second letter of your name is A? Yeah. D-A. The third letter. If the third letter is what I think it is, I think I've got the name. I'm going to have to go through. I don't want to jump straight to it. You can step. That shouldn't have happened.
That was
Where
that was on the and that,
That was
on the-
upstairs.
that was upstairs when there is no upstairs.
There's no way up there.
No.
There's nothing upstairs here. It's just
You
attic
got that,
space.
didn't you?
I was out there.
But something banged up there.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
definitely
right.
banged.
Is
upstairs.
the right? We need the third letter of your name. Even though I know what it is. I know you're excited. Yeah, I know you are. Okay. I'm not going to go.
Do you hear that then, like?
Yeah.
Yeah. The third letter, is it Y? Is it I? Okay, it's not the name I'm thinking of.
Is it R?
Is the third letter of your name which one was that one?
One on the table.
The one on the table, yeah.
Yeah.
Is the third letter of your name an R? D-A-R. Okay. So it's similar sounding. Is the
A variant name.
is the fourth letter of your name an R? No.
Is it an L?
Is the fourth letter of your name a Y? D-A-R-Y. Your unusual name.
It's a variant.
What are you thinking?
I don't know, I just get the feeling it's a...
Is the
What I had in my head was Denise, but it was Danice.
it's D-A-R.
Yeah.
Is the third letter of your name an R? No. Okay, so it's not D-A-R. Okay, is the third letter of your name? It's D-A. Is it an E? It's an N.
That was me.
So, just to confirm, N. Yeah, D-A-N. So it's going to be Danny.
I think
Or
it's
Denise.
Dan.
It's Dan.
Denise.
It's Dan Niece.
Is your name Danice?
That flame almost went out then.
Mm.
We've had a few different spellings by what's been going on.
So it's
There's
Denise,
more than one
Danny.
name.
So it's going to be Danice.
Yeah, and
It's
like I said, it's a
numerical
variant.
spelling.
Yeah, it's a variant.
I'm going to have to get confirmation always on these names because they've been going off with third and fourth letter for different names, all beginning with D. There's at least 3 names, 3 or 4 names. Just based off what's been going off between the flame and that. Like
Yes.
that.
Seems to be Denise.
I'm
Your
not behind.
the ball,
So
the
that's
cat
3.
volley part.
So I've got at least 3 or 4 names. Just
It
based
seems.
for
It seems to be. She's. Do you like? Would you prefer to be called, for the moment, Denise?
I'm going to have to check
Mhm.
these.
So it's not
Well-
Olivia. We'll call you. You like to be called Denise
I'm gonna have to check.
by us. Okay.
It's probably one of those, like, you know, when you have a certain name but you go by a slightly different version of it. Like, you got Charlotte, you can go by Charlie, you can go by Char, you know what I mean?
Someone's agreeing.
Lottie.
But I think what I'm
Yeah.
thinking is, with regards to the group that we got them from.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name any name, but the group that we got them from, they may be called one thing to that group, but they come to us, so they'll go by a different
Yeah.
name. So, just to reiterate, you're happy for us to call you, at the moment, Denise? Okay. We got confirmation, so. Okay, Denise, for the moment, can you step back for us, please? We'll speak to you again. If you can step back for me, please.
So my spirit. In 20th century.
Step back for me, please, so you can allow others to come through.
Someone called M says happy 4-year anniversary.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. All gifts greatly appreciated.
But now it says in body parts as well.
If you can step back for me, please.
But no more dolls. Just don't let Stacey know.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. The lady that is the bride,
Oh, it's Emma from Club Zero.
would you
Yeah.
like...
Hi, Emma. Hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma from who?
Club Zero.
Sarah.
Oh, no. Hi, Emma. Okay. Lady that's the bride, it's your turn now. You've been eager to get on.
So if anybody who's watching has a feeling of any of the dolls or get us anything, let us know in the comments. It'll help us out greatly.
These dolls, we can say we've not worked with any of them properly, so we don't really have any information. We all start from scratch. Anything you might have, we can jot down and see if we can confirm it.
Paranormal Explorations say hello as well.
I just
I just didn't.
You.
I'll just read the names.
Oh, right, okay, the lady that's the bride, are you a female spirit that is attached to the doll? Makes sense. Just confirm you are female, yes? You're...
It just seems to be a common pattern, that, doesn't it, realistically? Dolls seem to have more likely to have a female attachment.
Are you an older spirit?
And like
Not age-wise.
items with attachment seem to be
Okay, so
a mixture of male and female.
Yeah.
You don't seem to get many male
Are
attached
you
spirits
from-
to dolls.
Probably not as open to the ideas.
Mm.
Ooh, you're very old, aren't you?
Well, think about
Older
this.
soul.
Very,
The doll's
how many
not old.
boys do you know
No,
play
but
with
the soul
play with
is.
dolls?
The soul
Are
attached.
you...
She's had more
You're
than one
from... Okay, you confirmed it. Elizabeth the First? Tudor. Okay. Tudor. She's from around the Tudor times. Henry the... Henry the Seventh. Might calm down first. It's not before. Henry the Seventh. Henry the Seventh. That's before Henry. Stuart, can you find out when Henry the Seventh was alive? So you're from I don't think that's Tudor. Henry the Seventh. Henry the Fourth was Henry the Fifth was Agincourt. Thank you.
Emma says 1500s.
That's what I was going to say. It's
Sorry.
about
That's what I thought.
14, late 14 to 1500.
It could be 15, 16. Be 15,
Because
14,
we know
15.
Henry VIII was 1500.
No, that's Tudors.
So,
Yeah,
Yes,
Henry the
Henry the
7th was
Seventh,
Henry the 8th's
so-
dad, that's right.
Was that the Stuarts?
I don't know, but she's...
Possibly.
Right,
Well,
so Henry the Seventh, born 20th of January 1457,
so
So you were
died
right.
21st of April 1509.
I don't know.
So you were born when?
28th of January 1457,
And passed away.
1509.
I didn't know that.
21st of April 1509.
So he didn't
Henry.
live that long then, did he?
It says Henry the 8th was Elizabeth I's dad.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, they're all related, you'll find in that time period.
Yeah,
What about
but
Henry VI? Can't be Henry VII. King Henry. I'm seeing an I and I'm seeing a V.
Okay, so Henry VI, 6th of December 1421 to the 21st of May 1471.
So it's Henry the VI then.
Okay.
What was his full name?
Pretty sure the Henry VI,
Henry the VI.
the seventh was Stuart. The
Could be Stuart.
Henry the Seventh and Henry the Eighth and Elizabeth the First were all the Tudor era.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, the
Could be
Stuarts.
Stuarts then.
It was Stuarts, Tudors, Elizabethan, Georgian,
Yeah.
and then whatever we call this.
Regina is what Queen. It was Elizabeth Regina, but they're part of the. It's a German one. Hanover. I don't know. I'm rubbish on. Yeah, I know I'm rubbish on my modern. You don't have to laugh at me. My lot in life. So you're a female spirit from the time of Henry VI. Obvious question. Were you a bride? Was a bride.
Freddie said, I really need some paranormal advice. Where can I go to get help? She said, if you send a private message, I'll ask you to reply in a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you send a private message, we can sort it out.
M says the Stuart era was James the First, Charles the First, and Charles the Second.
Not Stuart then.
Not Stuart, so it's between.
Have you found it?
I'm doing now, but it's not giving me much here.
Okay. Thank you. So you were a bride when you passed. You died on your wedding day. She died on a wedding day, that's why she's attracted to the bride.
Makes sense. Were you jilted?
Henry the Sixth was medieval era.
Medieval. Okay.
It doesn't matter what the name is, but it's obviously before the Stuarts then.
Yeah.
So you were jilted at the altar? No. Yes? Need to be more clear. Were you jilted at the altar? Okay. Okay, you might not know. Were you left at the altar? Okay. Didn't know right. She was left at the altar.
Thank you, Emma, as well.
Did you die of a broken heart? Died of a broken heart. Is that why you're attached to the bridal doll? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, that's why you're oh, fair enough.
Well, normally the dolls are, do have an attachment to something in life, don't they?
Yeah.
Not always.
Are you
Yeah, not always, but there's 90%.
when you were getting married? Were you an older woman? Were you a younger woman?
That's about, I can't get my head around.
You were a younger woman.
I would have been attached to that.
I go. Were you?
First before these dolls, because they're far too much.
Were you above the age of 15? You were above the age of 15. Were you above the age of 20? Were you below the age of 25? Between 20 and 25. Thank you. Were you 23? And just to confirm, 23. 23, two above and 2 below, 23. That
By the
went
way,
off twice.
I believe that the, was it the area that he was alive was War of the Roses. Who was the last?
I've got roses in my head.
Yeah, he's the last. He was the last Lancastrian.
So basically, his queen was Margaret of Anjou. Thank you. Margaret of Anjou. Were you? You were a noble, weren't you?
There's something off.
Red. Hell no. White.
Are you aware of Lily?
No. White rose. Were you a Lancastrian?
Emma thinks red was Lancaster, the colour.
Were you the House of York? You were neither. You weren't on either side, were you? You're in the middle. Right. She was neither Lancastrian nor York. Did your husband to be die in the War of the Roses? No, didn't die. Did he join one of the sides? Yes. Yes. So all she was bothered about was just getting married. She was neutral. Then he joined.
She was guilty. There's something else. There's something else off. Was your virtue brought into question?
Mm-hmm. Was your honour brought into question?
No, virtue.
Honour, virtue.
No. Different type of virtue is that I'm thinking of.
I know which one you're thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Could also be classed as honour of the family as well, because
No, it's not any of the family or any of that type of virtue. The other type of virtue.
same thing.
No.
It still basically
No.
means it's. I know
No.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, the Lancasters was red.
Bearing in mind we're live, I
Lancaster
can't
was
say what I
white.
want to say.
House of Lancaster. No, hang on. House of Lancaster was white and York was red. Was it? It wasn't the Red Rose of York,
House of Lancaster was red. The House of York was white.
was it? I always thought it was the other way around. Oh. Okay. So your virtue was brought into question.
I apologise if this is a sensitive topic for you.
Sorry.
I apologise if it's a sensitive topic for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do.
Bearing in mind what.
You're a bunch of men asking about something a man would have done to her.
Mm-hmm.
Where women, doesn't matter what the truth was. It was always their fault in those times.
We definitely was not your fault.
Were you called a liar? Yes. She was called a liar. So that confirms.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you left? Wasn't why you left. Is it a combination of the war and things mentioned?
Was you as child?
No. "25 was 24, 23 was quite old."
Was it family pressure?
Was it a marriage of convenience? Or was it going to be a marriage of convenience? Elaborate. Elaborate. Was it a marriage? Was it a marriage for money? Money. There's one of those ones, you marry my daughter and power at court. Yeah, power at court. Money, power at court, land, wealth. The whole shebang.
The dowry was a pretty penny.
Sorry?
The dowry was a pretty penny.
I know this might be difficult, but did you take your own life? No. But you died of a broken heart. Didn't take her own life, but died of a broken heart. Was this man the love of your life? Your soulmate? No. That's you in this
Stu scratching.
Oh no, 'cause I heard footsteps in the corridor. Was this was the man you were going to marry older than you? Much older? Okay, so he's much older. That's why she didn't like him. Sort of like, it's not like Henry VIII marrying a dead young woman. Catherine of, well, whatever her name was. Was he 10 years older than you? 33. Is he older than 35? Is he under the age of 40? You see him under the age of 40, above 35. Did you know his exact age? Did you know his age? No.
Someone says, "Hey up, John, it's Tash. I hope you and Stacey and the kids are well."
Okay, hello. I know what that is.
Did you know his approximate age? Or did you just see him as an old man? Elaborate. Elaborate. Old man. Okay.
Was it to do with the Lloyd family?
That's out of left field.
I'm seeing a black horse. I keep seeing a black horse. I'm thinking if it's a marriage of convenience and money and stuff like that. Lloyd. As in Lloyd's Bank. But then again, when were banks really?
I mean, there would have been a Lloyd family. Was the, however,
I mean, maybe the
was
crest.
was the man you were marrying part of the? Was he to do with the treasury? The king's treasury. Okay, you're on the right line. So it's to do with the king's treasury.
Giving me something I can relate to.
Yeah. So his family was to do with the treasury or the king's purse. Was your family almost destitute due to
There was the war. Claimed most of the land for themselves.
Yes. Yeah. So the family was desperate for money.
They were stuck between them both.
Yeah.
And the lands were being claimed in the name of.
Claimed, or they were being taxed, or they'd had a bad harvest.
I think
Because you still had to pay the king money.
Mm.
So you marry your daughter, you save the family, and how many families during before the Wars of the Roses were trying to look after the big? I got a big house. My house is bigger than yours.
Yeah. It was all a one-upmanship, wasn't it?
It was a lot then back then, yeah. Were you the eldest daughter? Yes, you were the eldest daughter. Okay, she was the eldest daughter. Was you the only child? Only child.
Doesn't that technically negate the eldest daughter then?
So it didn't make any sense. So. She can't be the oldest daughter if she's the only child.
Yeah.
It's got to be one or the other.
Depends if the father married someone else.
That's unclear, I can't write.
No. Just to can you just confirm you're an only child? Were you an only child? Did you have any brothers? Okay. So Scratch that she had brothers then. So she went,
Was this... Wait for the candle to calm down. Was there 7 of you? Were you the only daughter? Or did you have another sister?
which one do you want to ask?
Did you have another sister? Was it five brothers to 1 sister and yourself?
Was there 5 brothers?
Did your family work as blacksmiths?
No.
I'm seeing leather and I'm seeing tack, as in, not tack, as in like horse bridle stuff.
Was your family to do with horses?
As well as the black horse, I'm seeing, you know, the strap that they have with the ringlets.
Did your family raise horses?
They created that, saddles and stuff like that. I don't know if there's a name for...
Tanner? No.
No, Tanner's someone who works
Leather
with leather.
worker.
It's so they made
You're looking at a farrier.
a farrier. There we go.
Farrier.
So the black horse and the tack, that's where that's coming from. The money side of things.
So your family wasn't of true noble birth? Unsure.
Depends on who they made who they were farrier to.
Did the king knight your father? Did he grant him a knighthood? Unsure. Did the king either knighted, granted? Did the king issue a royal decree to your father? Piece of paper allowing him to... Piece of paper delivered by the king. Yeah. So the king made him...
He appointed.
So he didn't knight him because he wasn't a
appointed.
knight.
Yeah.
Appointed him.
Yeah, appointed him.
Made him...
The royal farrier.
yeah, or you could basically you could make stuff for the nobles. So there was elevated status, so they're not commoners, what we would call middle class today. So they were of wealth, but he went above his station and spent money. Okay. Did your father spend beyond his means? We have a phrase called flash the cash. Did he spend a lot of money? Did he have ideas above his station? I'm along the right path, but she's... Ideas above his station. Right. So, without asking the question, it's answered the question. Or she's answered the question. Ooh, the king has made me, so I've got to have a big mansion and I'll invite the nobles. Now, he was spending money, but she, you know what I mean? It's like buying dresses for his daughters, and that's how he was spending the money. Okay. Did you have a happy life? Did you have a sad life? Ooh. Not happy, but not exactly sad either.
Was you content in life?
Continue asking the same question. She's unsure.
You had your ups and downs. You had your high times, you had your low times.
Still...
There were times of happiness and there was times of sadness.
She's wants to answer, but there's a dark figure in the corridor down at the bottom. Same dark figure that was there last time. Were you bored? Bored, not the word. Similar, not bored. She wasn't content, but she wasn't bored.
I won't say discontent.
Was you carry on that line of questioning, John.
To me, it was meh. Everything went around, and she was just like
Melancholy.
yeah, but I'll say melancholy, maybe yeah. She
This
was
is
just like
mediocre life.
yeah, mediocre. It's just like what happens happens. I'm not really.
Did you think there was more to life? We're skirting around it. It was like meh, discontent. She's spending her days doing, and it's what's
Repetitive.
no, not protective. Again, it's
Not
I said
repetitive.
it's moving, but it's
Stop.
she's
There's another word for repetitive, isn't there?
humdrum.
Unfulfilling.
Was your life unfulfilling? See, it's going. We're on it, but she can. Discontent, unfulfilling.
Were you stuck in a rut? Again.
It's. We're on it. Were you bored? We've asked that question again. It's going around. Not bored, not discontent. Not. What's the word? Stuck in a rut. Were you?
Was it the same day in, day out? Same things day in, day out?
Were you dejected?
Again, it's going. There's a word.
No, I am.
Were you cut off?
Freddie says, do we know how long the doll has been possessed? Possessed isn't the right word, is it?
No,
Possessed
we
isn't the
were
right-
possessed.
These dolls we've only just acquired them recently. This is probably our third time that we've had them out to do any investigation with.
Nothing's been confirmed on any of them.
Nothing's been confirmed.
The only thing that can tell you is the people that gave them to us, when they got them, the dolls had. The best way to describe it is an attachment. Possession is the wrong word to use.
It's very extreme word.
So there's been when Stacey was
You
given the
said,
dolls.
sorry, I'm new to paranormal scenes.
That's fair enough.
No, you
we're,
don't
here
need to.
we're here to
Educate.
We're not gonna thingy. With dolls, it's an attachment. There's normally something that they attach to. So like this one, the bride one, there was a life. Her life has some meaning to the doll. Like she was left at the altar or on her wedding day, so she's using this vessel because it reminds her of that moment. It's probably only my way of describing it. Sam could probably do a better description than I can.
Freddie said it's an experience he had this week that's made him interested.
Everyone starts somewhere. There's many people out there, mate. Have a look at ourselves on Facebook. We have many groups that might be able to help you, guide you if you want to further experience anything.
He said, are they able to attach to a living person?
Spirits can. It's rare. It's very rare. It's not like you're going to walk into a room and someone's going to latch onto you.
They usually do things to get your attention. If they know that you're able to hear, see, feel them, they get excited. They don't usually mean to scare you, it's just a way to communicate to let you know that they're there.
The first time it happens, it can be overwhelming.
Because you don't know what it is, or who's trying to get your attention. It can be quite an overwhelming, intense experience if you're not expecting it or you believe in it. Even if you do believe in it, sometimes depending on what it is they're doing to get your attention, it can freak you out a little bit. But I'd say don't let it freak you out. If it's not hurting you, there's nothing to be afraid of.
They only just want your attention. Possession is
It's extreme.
very extreme.
I
And
mean,
very, very rare.
And
Well-
you've got to be doing something extremely stupid.
Or
Yeah.
the other cases, they call it a light case of possession, but it's not what you think it is through meditation or trance or seances. And then they use your body when you're in a trance-like state to speak through you. It doesn't do the person any harm as long as people are with them, you know when to bring them out of it. I have seen it with a close friend. She's very spiritual, she's a very good medium and psychic, and they like to use her because she's so strong and powerful just to help tell the stories.
I'd say 99.9% of these quotation attachments, 99, either faked, or if there is something to it, it's a family member who has passed and they're just there saying that, you know, they're here and that's it. But there are people out there who will, what's the word? They'll play on it. Oh, you've got an attachment. I can get rid of it, and you know, try and leech money out of you and scam you.
It can be misinterpreted as well. Very easily to misinterpret things, especially of Hollywood and a lot of TV shows. There's a lot of misinformation. There's no experts in it. There's no definitive right or wrong. No one can tell you what you've experienced isn't real. They're your experiences. That's how most people become involved in paranormal and believe. No one's a believer until they have something they can't explain.
Hope that answers your questions for you. If you've got any questions or concerns, just drop us a message to Paranormal Penny Pinchers, and we can give you a more lengthy description.
You did say he sent you a message before.
That's fine, it's no problem. We'll get to you as soon as we can.
Okay, so the
Not meticulous. Not meticulous or something. Why is that word? I've used it recently as well.
yeah, no. So you were
There's another word for being stuck in a rut. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's
Monotonous.
monotonous. There we go.
was life monotonous for you? Is that the word you're trying to use? Similar. Okay. I'm getting roses.
Don't look at me.
There's smell of roses here. Is that you? Smell of roses.
No, my eyes feel like
Is the smell was a rose is your favourite flower?
Well,
There's
Freddie
someone
says thank you. He said he made the mistake of using Google search to ask questions and now he's freaking out.
Yeah, Google does that to the best.
Yeah.
In this particular case, Google is not your friend.
Yes. Sometimes it can be a great tool, and in others, you've got cancer when all you've done is stubbed your toe. If TikTok allows me to get away with that one.
Stuck in a
Nobody
rut.
band.
Yeah.
Stuck in a rut.
You're alright at the moment.
Was your life mundane? Again,
There we go.
mundane. There we go. We finally got there in the
Another M word.
Yeah.
I was going to say morose.
end. Mundane and morose.
We have a
Okay.
saying here.
Can I point out?
Is using Google.
Yeah.
I'm using, what was it? Webster's Dictionary.com.
So your life was mundane and morose.
The saying that we would use is same different day.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. I mean, she doesn't understand the words that we use. But
Yeah.
Was you an educated lady? Could you read? No.
You can't. Walls
So he can.
Could you write?
He can. He speak good English.
No. So she couldn't read and she couldn't write. Which would be understandable if you've been
Yeah.
brought up.
That's a good thing today.
Did you teach yourself to do certain things? Yes. Did you have any friends? Did you have colleagues that you thought were friends? And they're going around again. You had one friend. Just one friend. My head's hurting now.
So I can't tell if it's because of the sinusitis or what, but my eyes feel like someone's poking at me. You know.
Okay. So she passed away on a wedding day of a broken heart. And she was kept away. A woman's place is in the home to cook, bear children. Yeah. Woman's place is in the home like your mum. Cook, clean, be seen and not heard, not to answer back. Pretty much. Okay. Thank you for your story, bridal lady.
We will get one name eventually.
Yep.
Maybe via another device.
It was, well, she prefers to be called. We didn't get a name, did we?
No.
No. Okay, would any one of the other two ladies in the room like to come forward? The Native American lady or the ballerina?
Oh, was that your energy or her energy then?
Figure it out. Figure it out.
Native American lady, would you like to come forward?
Okay, there's energy here. I can feel that. A wave of energy then, twice.
Does that mean you want to come forward? Are you a bit timid? A bit
And
shy?
someone's going against the grain on my hair.
You can come forward, we don't mean any
not gonna
harm.
You know, like doing that.
Don't mean any harm.
I think they come from me, it'd be this way.
We only wish to know your story. Say this is your doll, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend Sam's here. She'll look after you. She'd like to know a little bit more about you. Is this the one from the car boot sale?
From charity shop in Hampshire.
You're hanging around in a shop. You're in a shop.
Was on top shelf.
On a top shelf, you say. You're in a shop. You chose Sam. Is that correct? Or Sam chose you? Stacey chose you.
Did you choose
Okay,
it?
Stacey chose it for Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like being with Sam and Tash? Do you like scaring Tash? Yes.
Thanks. That's why I don't look at you.
Do you find Tash funny or easily to scare? Oh,
Easy to see.
Easy to
That's
scare.
true.
are you a female spirit? spirit. Okay. Are you an animal? If you're not an animal. It's not a man, it's not a woman.
Do
Are
we
you
identify something else?
are you
An element.
let's again where we go, we're going down that road again. Are you Fae?
No, sure.
Sadly.
Stuart.
It's
Are you a nature spirit?
But I can explain that to you, but just so you can see.
Not
M says elemental spirit.
are you an elemental? Elemental nature fairy? More specific. Are you a woodland spirit? Similar.
Why don't we go down the 20 questions route?
Yeah.
Which is animal.
Vegetable or mineral.
It's not an animal.
Oh, it's got to have some sort of.
It's not a male. It's not a female.
It's got connections to animals, and I say plural.
I like specific elements, maybe.
Yeah, it's got connections to specific animals, yes.
Do you have connection to a specific animal?
Do you have connections to the desert?
Sort of.
What ice cream, strawberries, that sort of desert.
I like a specific
Sea.
Are you-
element.
Dessert with a T.
A what?
That's dessert with a T, not desert.
Desert's got a T. Desert's got a T.
They both spell the same.
Are you-
One's got two F.
Desert's got one S. Dessert's got two S's.
Similar to an element, similar.
Yes, Miss Tash.
Similar to s-
You're welcome for the lesson.
linked to an animal.
I mean, I could give you a hint, but I'm not going to.
Sort of fae, but it's not fae. It's not. You're not fairy, are you?
Well, we'll come up with a fake classification.
That'd be fae, that wouldn't it? Something just nudged me.
Actually, the question would be, would a Fae know it's a Fae if he doesn't know what a Fae is?
Yes, they do.
Connected to the earth, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, has connections to earth and elements, animals. 3.
You're not human.
Connected to something else that we've done recently.
Mm.
No,
It's not human.
need to ask.
Are you a
See,
demon?
to us it would say cryptid, but I don't think that's the
Catch all.
yeah.
It's not a demon.
No.
No, definitely not.
It's not. Not for what they're connected to, absolutely not.
No, I feel like we'd have noticed by now.
Yes.
Are you a... No, that's not. Skirting around the bush again. Element, not an element, but not an element. Fae, but not fae. An animal, but not an animal. Not an element, but an element. What the hell's that?
Lone spirit or part of a group?
It's more ethereal than that. Might as well say this. If you think back to what Vicky said about one of the guys that came through Araxi,
A bet. What?
she's connected to Araxi.
No, I just heard a Magnavox go off.
She's connected to Anara as well.
That one behind me.
No, none of them have gone off in here, but they're making you hear it.
There's one there, there's one there. Where's the other one, did you say?
1, 2, 3.
Because one went off. Has that one been
No.
turned back on?
Don't think so. Sure, we've only got 2 out of 3 of them.
Because I... That's Vicky's guy is a
Is
bear.
yeah, Anara, who's a higher being, but Araxi's mine is one of mine.
Are you an
connected
angel?
to Araxi. She's a higher being,
Similar
guardian,
to an
protector,
angel.
something high. But she's got 3 animals that are associated.
Are you cherubim? No, not cherubim.
A snake.
No, it's
Nope.
higher
Nice try,
beings
Miguel.
is like angels, cherubim.
There are 3 normal animals, so.
A snake is an all man.
No, I meant to.
Are you a deity?
Actually, native Indian tribal plot of grounds, snakes are indeed spirit animal.
Yeah, but it's not a snake.
Well, I've only got 17 to go then.
Are you?
See what else you get.
Because it's I'm sticking to ground-based animals, so it drops it even lower.
Let's make it
An
up.
archon.
That was odd. So.
That was an archon.
It's not what I've got on my list, but who knows?
An archon.
What's an archon?
In layman's terms, there's different levels of servants. I don't want to say religion because it's the wrong thing to use. So you've got the archangels.
Yeah.
Then you've got the angels.
Yeah.
And below them you've got things that are called archons.
Right. So a bit like your demons. The opposite to the demon ones.
Yes, an archon is like an archon is like a good Samaritan.
Right.
So literally, your angels are doing other things. Your archons are like they're the ones who are like they can be guardians. It's a term I've not really used much.
Of the galaxy.
Excuse me. So like an archon is like they're the ones sort of like an archon could be said. You know, like when best example is like when you hit Moses hears a voice and he's got to go up Mount Sinai.
Right. Yeah.
The archon is the one that delivers the message. Or like for example, you say that the other one would be another example of an archon is like when God has a burning bush and he tells Abram to go and kill his son, to sacrifice his son. That's not God speaking, it's the archon. Because God.
Will they be the ones that like, so you're about to cross a road and then you hear your name being shouted and you turn around and there's nobody there and a bus wafts past you.
You basically you're going to fly on an aircraft to America.
Says like a messenger.
Yeah, a messenger. You're getting on a plane. You're going on a plane tomorrow morning. That just went off again.
Nothing went off there, mate.
No, I'm hearing Magnavoxes.
Wow. This is not the first time because I've had it before now.
It's like, so you're on a plane.
Interesting.
I've had examples. I have multiple stories from friends who've had it, where you get on a plane, and you sort of like say, "Oh, I'm going to have an extra hour," and you miss your flight. Then it turns out that flight crashes.
Yeah.
The other example is I've got a friend who, on 9/11, the day before, his friend said, "Right, we're going to go up the Twin Towers," because there was a viewing platform and he wanted to take a photograph and he was going meeting someone. So basically, that night, it was like, they was in a bar and they suddenly just got chatting to complete strangers for no reason. They'd been in this bar every night on the week they'd been in New York. There'd been no reason to, and they just got so that night they got drunk, so they overslept by literally half an hour or an hour. When he woke up, his mate was saying, "Bloody hell, I've just seen a plane fly into the Twin Towers." And his mate is a known practical joker. He said, "Yeah, right, okay." No, a plane is. Oh my God, there's another one. And he's got a receipt because he bought some batteries the night before for his camcorder from a shop beneath the Twin Towers.
Oh wow.
And he's had, I've had that. I told you the story about me when I was walking across the bridge, and I didn't know my relationship was going to end, and a voice told me everything will be all right. I was like, where's that come from? That's your Archon.
So that'd be the same as the incidents with me when I was baby, and my mum's pushing me down Brunny Hill, and the tyre comes off a truck, bounces towards us, and all of a sudden, on a clear day in the middle of August, summertime anyways, gust of wind came out of nowhere and blew the tyre completely in a different path.
So you're an Archon. A messenger. A guardian. Yes. Okay. Okay, you lucky devil. Okay, I don't even know what to say to that. I can't even ask a question about that. It's a higher spirit. And you pick this up in a charity shop, as you do. I should just pick up that Archon there on the shelf.
Some of us are more special
you-
beings than others.
Were you always going to be with Sam?
Yes.
Very tentative.
You're already.
But then again, I'd expect that because it's personal to... There we go. Personal to you. He, she, it. They don't have a sex.
No.
You can view them whatever you want. They can be... It's like, for Sam, it could appear as... One day it could be a cat. Next day it could be a bird. Next day it could be... a cup of coffee. The next day it could be a cup of coffee. Hey, it literally can be anything.
So could that be why I see robins all the time at the moment?
We see quite a lot of animals. There's a lot of cats, a lot of rabbits.
I know, but I
Like
don't usually
cats,
see them
like-
that
Did you
much.
say you saw robins? Because that's weird.
Yeah, I've been seeing them quite a lot.
Because I saw
For
one
a few
bobbing
weeks.
the way home, like literally flying from like a bit ahead of me every time, and when I caught up, it was ahead. It's weird that you
That's
said
you, innit?
robins.
I've seen them in a
Yeah.
few
Because I've
places,
seen
but there's one specific place where I sit on my
Well, the
lunch and
the
I
reason-
always see one there.
Well, it's just answered it. The reason you're seeing it is because that's not really
It's
an
not.
attachment.
No, I
it's,
was going to say it's
a focus.
It's a focus, yeah. I was going to say there's no attachment there, but because we're concentrating on the doll, it's
Yeah.
using the doll as
Yeah,
a communicator. Communicator.
yeah.
So a
You're
focus.
in a basically you're in a privileged place, a privileged spot. I don't like using the term Archon, but most of the beings on that one, that they don't need it.
She goes with her accent.
She could go. It could be anything.
They do the same job.
Yeah,
They're
it,
both Native American.
I'm not in a capacity. This being is not going to answer my questions.
Maybe you need to ask him.
This person
She's
is
already shown me.
no. This being is
That's
specific to
different
you.
lines in it.
This being is specific to you, and indirectly to you as well.
Is that based off what I said before?
What's that you found, Stuart? Okay, we thank you for coming through anyhow. There's only one left. The
Right. I know this place likes to show me up, but Michelle's the doll. Michelle, she's more happy to sit in the background and watch.
yeah. Well, we were told that, weren't we?
I'm pretty sure.
Remember from what we said.
I'm pretty sure I've said that before. She's happy to just sit back in the back
Yeah.
and just watch.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll get any communication.
She may or may, depends later on.
You'll be like, well, Lily, and obviously you've got to keep going. If it's that time.
Should we take a break again?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Okay, so thank you for the guys on TikTok. We're going to take a short break now. We'll close the sounds down, then we'll come back. We may go live again. Okay, so if you can just close your eyes. Imagine you're floating in a void. Calm, let all the worries out. And we call upon the archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael and Uriel, our spirit guides and our loved ones. And by spirit law, we ask that those beings that have come through in this particular session, we thank them. And as I close the candle down, we shall come back. In the name of the Father, the Son and the Holy Ghost. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you, everyone.
By the way, send teeth. Dave needs new dentures.
What was it that you found?
Something more for Sam than anybody else.
Okay. No, I just wondered what it
I
was.
hate getting off these. They make the button so hard to get to. There we go.